నమో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today is the second day of our classes on Vaastu by Dr. KV Kumar garu, Saravana Kumar garu. We will start the session with Vande Mataram by Chala Chittibabu garu, and then Prarthana by Tejomurtila Bhujangi Saina garu. Chala Chittibabu garu, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malaya Jasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyosna pulakitayamini pullakusumita drumadala shobhini suhasini sumadhura bhashini sukhadam varadam mataram vande mataram. Vande Mataram.
వందే మాతరం. ధన్యవాదములండి చలా చెట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Tejomurtila Bhujangi Saina garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Jai Shri Ram, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. We'll take a minute meditation and then we can start our prarthana. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Ganana Va Ganapatigam Bhavamahe Kavim Kavina Bhumasravastamam Jyeshtharajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anaswan Manuti Bhiti Sadhanam. Om Shri Mahaganadipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhit Vajinivati Dhinam Avitriyavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Gurureva Gati Gurureva Bhaje Guruneva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guru Paramam Sisurashmi Guru Matirasthi Guru Mama Pahi Guru Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatika Krutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kruto Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyamavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atidhi Devo Bhava. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
ధన్యవాదములండి భుజంగ సేన గారు.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now let us request Dr. Kumar garu to continue with the webinar, please. And now I think we will have question answer session now. I will open all of you. Raise your hand first, otherwise, there may be too many people talking. Raise your hand, those people who are left out yesterday. If they have not cleared their doubts, you can raise your hands if they are present in the meeting now. Okay, Sujit Kumar garu.
Suprabhata, Namaskara. Sir, one of the questions was that when you have to take clockwise right shoulder to come inside, so which means you should be coming from the north side to the south and then take a turn into your northeast house, northeast entrance. If suppose the entrance is on the northeast, obviously if you are to show the right shoulder means you must be coming from the north and then turning into the east. Then your right shoulder will be there. So which means when you go out of the house, you will be taking a left turn. So in Karnataka, it's prevalent that when you come out of your house, you must take a right turn.
Okay, I will answer your question. If it is a northeast facing, that is Uttara Isanya, you said you are going towards the east. Okay. If the door is in the corner, you will get immediately wall. Then where is the question of going towards the east? There is no question of going the east. You will
No,
go
you're not
only
in the corner. In the corner is bad, so it is in the second. If you divide by 9, it is in the second part. So you will come down, say 1/9 of the part, and then take a right turn. So your right shoulder
Yes.
is to.
So that is applicable only when the plot is big. If plot is only 100 yards or 150 yards, if
No,
you
it's a
divide,
2-acre plot.
then it
It's
is
a
okay. See, then it is okay. But we are talking only the independent houses, maybe 100 or 150 or 200 yards. If you divide each side, second part will be very nearer to the corner. So you cannot go towards east. No? You have to go in the west only. If it is a 1 acre or 2 acres house, then okay, what you said is correct. But we are talking only the small houses or even flats.
So when you come out of the house, when you come, say, from your eastern Simhadwaram, if you're coming out now, you're facing the east. So as you come out, should you turn right or should you turn left first to go to your car?
You should go always Ucha. It is not that you should go always right. For east facing house, if it is right means when you come out of the house, it is always south. So going south is not good. First 4-5 steps you are putting, you should put on the Ucha Sthana.
Ucha.
That is towards
North.
north or east. Then you take right. But don't go directly to the Agneya. It is not good. It will not give good result. Nothing will happen. You have to repeatedly do the actions. That's all.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? I think people are not yet settled.
Yes.
We'll continue with the webinar. After that, we'll see.
Yes. Okay. Yesterday, I think we have started with the compound wall. So what we discussed is, first we should have our boundaries. Though if our plot is having 3 sides houses and they already constructed the compound wall, So we should not ignore it. We should have our own boundaries. Okay. Then afterwards, we should keep a gate. So if it is only one side road is there, we can have only two gates, either one or two. If we have a two-side road, we should have only two gates, not more than that. So some people, they put three. So we should have only two, one side each. For north and for the west, gate should be always opposite to the main door. If it is a east or if it is a south, even though it is not opposite to the main door, there is no problem because it is always clockwise direction. But in case of a north and in case of a west, if you keep the gate in the corner, you go into the house in a anti-clockwise direction. For example, you take north. For example, you take Simhadwara in the northeast corner. So gate will be in the northeast corner. And again, you go from northeast to, again, you are going to northeast Simhadwara. It is anti-clock. So we should have always opposite to the main Simhadwara or the main road. Then it becomes a straight end. It is Majjama. It is average. So for north facing and the west facing, the fixing of door and the fixing of gate is always important. So these two things, please remember. For east and south, there is no problem. You can keep it in the corner, that is towards Dakshinagneya or the Turpi Sanya. There is no problem because it is always clockwise direction. Once the door is placed, people will ask how many doors we have to keep. Any number is there. So doors should be always even number. 2, 4, 6, 8 like that, and 0 should not come. That means 10 is not acceptable. So 2, 4, 8, 12, 14 like that. Even windows also same count. It is always even. Doors are different. Windows are different. Don't combine put together. Doors 9 and windows 9 are totally 18 are coming. No. Doors are different. Windows are different. Some people will ask, sir, whether it's a doors are counted or the what is that? Dwara Bandhana is counted. Door is not counted, sir. Once you put the Dwara Bandhana, in Telangana, I think it is called Chaukat. Only the frame. If frame is placed, it is counted as a door. Whether you put the doors or not, that is not the important point. Once the frame is fixed, it is counted as a door. And iron doors are not counted. It will not come into the total count. Sir, 7 wooden doors we have put and 1 iron door. So iron doors are not counted, only the wooden or only iron, only wooden only counted. So it is even number. For windows nowadays, they are keeping this, what is that, slide windows. Not wood, it is, I think, something plastic. If you put all same thing, we can count it. So some are wood, some are this, means the importance are given to the only wooden windows only. So the doors are different, windows are different, even the ventilators also different. They are differently, we have to count. Even. And if it is a ground floor and first floor, both are again different. Don't count, sir, first floor 9 are there and ground first floor 9, ground floor 9, total 18 means no. Ground even and even first floor also even. This is what the important, some important points regarding the doors. When it comes to compound wall, in few directions we should take a little care. For example, if it is a south facing, we keep gate in the southeast corner, that is Dakshina Agneya. It is good. Or we can keep in the Dakshina also, exactly opposite to the zone. One thing we should keep in mind is door should come, means Simhadwara should be always, when it is a south facing, the door, the Simhadwara should be on the south only. If it is a north, Simhadwara should be on the north side only. Like that, west and east. If it is a east facing, Simhadwara should be on the east side only. Whether you will use it for your regular purpose or not, it is a different. Simhadwara should be always to the road side only. So, for example, if it is a south side, we should have a Simhadwara in the south side. Either you put in the Dakshinagneya or you put it in the south center. And gate also you can have it in the Dakshinagneya or in the south side. But normally the people's mentality is always, south is always good. So they keep Dwara in the east side or in the Turpi Sanya. So what is happening when you come from the Dakshina road and from the Dakshina Agneya gate, you go straight towards the northeast and you take entry into the house. So people think it is a Turpi Sanya, it is always a good. But actually it is not good, because you are entering into your house with your left shoulder. This is what generally people do the mistake here only. Is it clear? So for Dakshina, you should always have a Simhadwara on the south side, and you should enter from the south only, whether that is a exactly south or Dakshinagni. Don't enter from the east, east side, either from the center of the east or from the Turpi side. Same thing is applicable to the east side also. When you have a east road and you have a east gate and east Simhadwara, you enter from there only. Don't go to the north and enter. It is a anti-clock. Because normally we think east and north are the favorable places and it will give the good results. No. The result will be given by it is a clockwise only. For south, yes, we should enter from the south. For east, we should enter from the east. But in case of a north or in case of a west, Simhadwara should be on the road side only. But if it is not in the proper place, for example, if it is a west face, we keep normally in the west north corner, that is Uttara Isanya. Sorry, Paschima Vayuvya. It is good. See, it is a Uchasthana, but door is not good. So what you can do, because Simhadwara should be on the west side only. But because it is not good for the placement of the door, for the west facing, you can use the north Dwara, because it is a clockwise. If the gate is in the center of the west, you enter as a clockwise. If the gate is not in the center of the west, even if it is in the corner, that is west north corner, that is Uchasthana, if you enter straight to the north and enter from the right hand shoulder. So both ways it is good. So for the west facing, you enter directly from the west, there is no issue, or you can enter from the north because it is a clockwise. Similarly for north also, don't enter from the northeast corner to the northeast Simhadwara. You take northeast Dwara and go straight to the east and take the right, either from the east door or anything. So it is a clockwise. It is clear. I think little confusion is there. Yes, sir. Sachinaran Garu. Sir, please unmute it, sir.
I am talking about the gate. While
Okay.
entering into the compound from the gate, or we come from the east side or west side, east road or west road?
No, which facing is the house?
North facing, sir.
Okay, north facing. Where is the gate?
Gate is a little bit northeast side only.
Okay. Where is the Simhadwara?
Simhadwara is both Simhadwaras are there, sir. One is facing to the north and another is east. Two doors are there.
Then always you go from the east.
Go from the east.
Yes.
Entering into, sir?
Entering into the house from east.
East side. But not main house. I am talking about entering into the gate. Through the gate. While going outside the gate, outside the compound wall and entering into the gate.
Correct, sir. When you enter into the gate, you have only one gate or two gates?
Oh, one gate, only one gate.
That is in the northeast corner, correct?
North, almost. Okay.
So you have to enter from the northeast gate only now. How you go into the house is only important, na?
Sir, while coming into the house, there are two roads. One is from the east, one is from the west, isn't it,
Okay,
sir?
okay. You have, it's a northeast corner road, huh?
Yes.
So you have only northeast gate. There is no gate from the east side.
East side there is no gate. East side there is no gate.
But road is there.
Not, sir. My question is, if we go outside, right side will be east road, sir. Left side will be west road, isn't it? That it goes to the east, it goes to the west. While entering to the house, whether you have to come from the east or whether come from the west. That is my question.
We have to come from the Uchasthana.
So that is east.
That is east. You should not go to the west because it is a Nichasthana.
Thank you. Well, entering into, sir?
Well, entering into the from gate to house. Huh?
Yes.
From gate to house, take northeast gate and enter from the east.
Okay.
Because that is from the right shoulder.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Because I think a little confusion will be there because I'm not giving any diagram. No? So
Yes. If diagram is there, it will be very nice.
Yes. Understood. That's why I'm asking questions immediately, not end, because we may forget also.
Thank you, nice.
So, so gate and Simhadwara towards the north and the west is always important. We do this type of mistakes only. Okay. Done. Then
one more doubt was there.
Yes, sir.
I'll unmute him.
Yes, sir. Please unmute, sir.
I have a couple of questions. Number one, if the frame, actually it's not called as a frame, but if you have only three sides, the wooden frame kind of is three sides and there is no bottom existing. If there is no bottom, then it is not called as a frame, but still, there are so many houses nowadays built without the bottom line. Gummam, what do you call it as?
You may, Gummam, you mean to say Gadapa?
Gadapa. So if it is not there, then will that be counted in the overall
count? Your question is good, sir. Actually, previously in the Shastra they said only Gadapa. The number of Gadapas are counted.
Exactly.
But because we have to change according to the time and the place. So nowadays, except outside doors, nobody is keeping the Gadapa in the
inside.
So that concept has gone, sir. So we are counting only the
three sides.
Three sides, exactly. That frame.
Okay, then it is counted. Then the second question is, you said that in the first floor and the second floor is independently we should be looking at it.
Yes.
However, if it is duplex or triplex, how do you count it?
Even duplex also, the concept is same, sir.
Okay, two different units.
Two different units.
Okay.
Only the connection is steps. Instead of from outside, we are keeping from the inside. That is the only difference. Okay. Otherwise, count is independently we have to count. Ground is ground. First is first.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. Yes. And while constructing the compound wall, we should maintain a 0 degrees all four corners. Otherwise, in the long run, that becomes a big hurdle. we don't know everything is by looking on the face, even small, maybe in 1 degree, 2 degrees differences also, we cannot see with eyes. So error will be there. So it is always important. If we tell engineer or the mesri, they will put the metna and they will calculate with 0 degrees. That is always important. How to control this problem means, if wall is there, house wall, and if a compound wall is there, this and what is the difference should be exactly the difference on the other end also. Or see that all 4 corners should be 90 degrees. Otherwise, it is called as there is an increase in the corners. If Nairuti increases not good, Vayuvya increases not good, Agneya increases not good, either increase or decrease. It is not good. So always the 3 corners at least, Isanya, there should be a small increase. That is acceptable as per the even traditional Vastu also. We can increase the Isanya. But the increase is always we should get naturally. But nowadays what people are doing is they are taking the plot after, while constructing the house, they are increasing the compound wall towards the northeast. That is not correct. If you naturally get the increased, northeast increasing plot it is always good. But if it is a square or rectangle plot, you should not increase the northeast. But nowadays, out of 10, 9 or 8 people, they are doing, that is a different case. So while in the compound wall, all corners should be 90 degrees. If at all you want to increase the northeast corner compound wall, what we will do, from Agneya to Isanya, we will increase maybe some 5 degrees. From Vayuvya to Isanya, we will increase the Isanya. Good, Isanya is increased and it will give the good result, no doubt. But if you see carefully, there is an increase in the Agneya, there is an increase in the Vayuvya also. So please don't do this mistake. Then how to increase the Isanya? Increasing is not good. If you get naturally increased plot, that is a good. But still we are increasing nowadays because Isanya is good, so we are increasing. Okay, we will increase it because increasing Isanya, negative impact is not there. Whether we get good result or not is a different. If at all you want to increase the Isanya, you should not increase directly from the Vayuvya to Isanya and the Agneya to Isanya, so that Isanya will increase maybe 4 to 5 degrees, but similarly, Agneya and Vayuvya corner also increases by 1 or 2 degrees. So how to increase means, bring the compound wall from the Agneya to center of the east in a straight line. That means put the Agneya corner 90 degrees. Similar way, Vayuvya also put the 90 degrees and bring the compound wall up to the center of the north. From the east center and from the north center, you slightly increase the compound wall till the Isanya. So that if you put the metna in the 3 corners, that is Nairuti and Agneya and Vayuvya, all 3 corners will be 90 degrees. Only Ishanya will be increased by maybe as per our requirement. So don't increase from the Agneya to Isanya and Vayuvya to Isanya. So though there is an increase in the Isanya, Agneya, Vayuvya also there is an increase. It will not give the good result to the house. Clear? So, okay. Yes, sir. Murthy garu. Yes, sir.
నమస్కారం అండి.
Sir, namaskaram.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఫ్లాట్స్ లో మెయిన్ ఎంట్రన్స్ సెంటర్ లో ఉండాలి, ఆ కండిషన్ ఎగ్జామ్షన్ ఉందా?
సారీ, ఫ్లాట్స్ లో
ఈ మెయిన్ ఎంట్రన్స్ సెంటర్ లో ఉండాలి, ఆ కండిషన్ ఏమైనా ఉందా? అది చివరికున్న పర్వాలేదు. అపార్ట్మెంట్స్ లో లాస్ట్ లో ఎంట్రన్స్ మధ్యలో ఉండదు.
See, if they give chance to us from the beginning of the construction, we can suggest them to put the Simhadwara in the center of the site. But nowadays, everybody is keeping in the corner only. We cannot do anything. If you get a chance, if they give permission to modify it, please try to modify it. Because it is east and north, east and south is no problem, but north and west there is a problem.
Already over. The exemption
Exemption aim sir, for any Vaastu problems, the ultimate remedy is Vishnu Sahasranama. So play Vishnu Sahasranama in both the morning and evening. Play the Vishnu Sahasranama. It will suppress. It will not resolve the problems. It will suppress. Okay.
ఇప్పుడు again ఈ క్లాక్ వైజ్ యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్ అది అపార్ట్మెంట్ కి కుదరదు కదా ఎంటర్ అదే
కుదరదు. బట్ మనం ఎత్తుక్కునేటప్పుడు అలా ఎత్తుక్కుంటే మంచిది. ఒక మీరు ఫ్లాట్స్ కి వెళ్తే కొన్ని దొరుకుతాయి, కొన్ని దొరకవు. సో మనకి ముందు నుంచి మనకి కనుక తెలిసి ఉంటే వీ కెన్ సెలెక్ట్. అందుకే ఏమంటారంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఉంటున్న ఇల్లే మనల్ని నడిపిస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ అవర్ ప్రెసెంట్ హౌస్ వాస్తు is good, we go towards the positive only. If it is negative, definitely you will go into the negative. You will land up in the negative. So while purchasing or constructing of a plot or a house, we should have a patience. You should not take decision immediately. See 2, 3, 4, then take decision.
So how it is possible to enter premises from anti-clockwise in a gated community in an individual apartment?
It is possible, sir. Now, if you ask how I can tell you, give me any plan, I can tell you. It is possible. It is possible, sir. Don't worry.
Okay, Sujit Kumar.
Okay, next.
Yeah, I can unmute now. Yeah,
Yeah.
sir, one of the questions is like you said, the extension of northeast, if it is to be done. So the northwest and southeast have to be at 90 degrees, and after coming to half the plot, the extension can happen. Can the same rule also be applied? Because some people insist on the southwest extension. Southwest extension, is it also allowed? Just like the northeast?
No, sir. South-west extension is always dangerous. Extension is only acceptable to the northeast and not to any corners, either Agneya or the Nairuti or the Vayuya. That is southeast corner, southwest corner, and northwest corner, not acceptable any extension or any cut. Only extension is acceptable to the Isanya and no cut is acceptable to the any corner. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
iPhone.
iPhone.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, then it comes to water sum. Water should be always sump should be always either on the north side or on the east side or in the northeast side only. Only these three places only acceptable. Some people are keeping in the Agneya and some people are keeping in the Vayuya. It is not at all a good, because Vayuya, it will spoil the relationships. Agneya, it will spoil the health of the ladies or the relationship of the ladies. Nairuti, anyhow, it is prohibited. So the water sum should be always only on the north, on the east, and the northeast corner. When you did the water sum, the sump should not touch either the compound wall and the house. It should not touch both the walls. And when you draw a line from the northeast corner compound wall to the house corner, one straight line you draw, the sum should not touch that straight line. Either it should be this side, either it should be that side. This is applicable to even bore also. Water sump or bore. If you put any water meter or this water harvesting pit, applicable to all. It should not come onto the straight line. That is the northeast compound wall corner to northeast corner of the house wall. That corner. If you draw a straight line, it should not touch. Either this side or that side, it should be there. So only these three places are acceptable for the water sump or the bore or any water harvesting pits. Once that is over, okay, nowadays duplex concept has come. Previously, we used to have a even now also steps outside the house, that is inside the compound wall. So,
Papaji wants to ask a question.
yeah, okay, please.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. Tell me.
My point is that whatever you are telling regarding this Vaastu, if it is in our hand, we can follow it. But in most cases, we have seen that nothing in our hand, because in case of apartment or in case of plot, whatever is there, it is not so easy available. Whatever available, we have to purchase or we have to take that one. So under that circumstances, whatever is not suitable, how can it be suitable? That is more required, because if there is some certain system is say odd number, even odd number of doors or windows, so under that situation, how can we make it suitable? Because one door or one window more cannot be added in a flat. So if we purchase a flat, which is say for example more than 50% not Vaastu wise, so under that circumstance, what we should do? And how can it be related to our normal life? Both the things are required.
We can modify our internal Vaastu up to 80 to 85%. Sir. There will not be any problem. You said one example, if doors are in odd number, how to modify? So already we discussed it. Door is not the important. The chaukat is the important. Means that frame is the important. If there is an odd number, you identify in your plot where any two walls are touching or any U shapes are coming. There instead of door, you put some wooden frame. It will count. If it is more than that, you can remove also. Like that, we can do the adjustments. If you are understand, sir?
Please tell you.
Yeah, like that we can modify it. There is no problem. And if it is you are going in an anti-clock or you are entering into your anti-clock direction, some remedies are there. Instead of going, see, I said, if it is a northeast corner, you will enter into a house in an anti-clock direction, correct? So this is applicable whatever first 5-6 steps you are putting inside. So when you enter, if it is a northeast corner, definitely you will go in an anti-clockwise direction. So what you have to do, we should not go northeast corner. Na? So what you have to do means the right side, you put some big sofas or some table like that. So you cannot go anti-clock. You go only straight, at least first 5-6 steps. That will reduce your negative energy. Na? If it is this is a north entrance, this is a north side wall, east side, you cannot go inside. You have to go like this only. So instead of going like this, first you go straight. So if you put sofa set or anything, any articles here, you will not go this side because there is no space. You at least first 4-5 steps, you go straight. Then take right.
It is applicable for all kind of human beings. For example, irrespective of religion, not only for Hindus.
There is no religion, sir. I have more than 20 members of Muslims, more than 15 to 20 members of Christians.
Also. So this is applicable for all cases.
The only thing is whether a Hindu or Christian or Muslim, first we have to believe. If you believe, it is applicable. If you don't believe, what we will think, okay, my time is not good, so this is happening. My time is good, this is happening.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, steps. So when we want to construct the steps inside the compound wall and outside our house, so steps should always be on the Nichasthana, not on the Uchasthana. This is first and more important. That means if it is a east facing, we should have it on the east south, that is Turbagneya. And south side, it is southwest corner. And west side, west south corner, that is Paschima Nairuti. And if it is a north side, we should have on the northwest corner, that is Paschima Vayuya. And Uchasthanas are not acceptable. And even on the directions also, steps are not acceptable. Some people, they put on the east or south or west or the north. This is not good at all. Only on the Nichasthana only the steps are allowed. This is one thing. And under the steps, no a room, either it is a room or a toilet or any type of godown, nothing is acceptable. Only steps should be there. If you want to use the space under the steps, you use it as a, maybe you can keep some articles, but don't close with walls. It should be open under the steps. This is applicable either inside the steps or outside the steps. Under the steps, there should not be any toilets, any rooms, nothing. This is very, very important. This will affect the it is a negative energy. Okay. Then some people ask, sir, how many steps we should have? There is no limit to the steps, but only one thing what we have to keep is normally when we put one left leg, we end with the right leg. Or if you put the right leg, we will end with the left leg. In that case, it is treated as a even. But when we start climbing the steps, we should start with the right leg. When you end up the climbing the steps, you should close with the right leg. That means we should have a odd steps. How many? It depends on the height and depends on the length of your building. But it should be always what? Odd numbers, because you have to start with the right leg and end with right leg. Okay. Then constructing the steps, there are two methods. What normally some people says, first we should climb, then take the rest on the lintel level, then turn, again climb the second level and reach the first floor. So what some elderly people says is, whenever you went up to the lintel level, you should turn to the east or to the north. Then climb the second level of steps. This is one version. Means at the lintel level, you turn only towards the east or towards the north. For example, if it is a east facing, if you climb and take east, means the steps first up to lintel level, it should attach to the wall of the house. Go up to the lintel level and take left. That means towards the east. Again, you climb it. It is clear? Climb it, then take left. That means you are climbing from north to south. Take left turn. That means see the east and again climb the second level. This is anti-clock. observe clearly. You are going like this and you are turning left. That means you are going in a anti-clock. But people says we should turn east only. That is the case for two sides. This becomes anti-clock. Vaastu is mainly based on the clock and anti-clock. Whether it touches the wall or not, we should go always in a clockwise direction. That means for east facing house, first start from the north. That means you take this from north, you climb, turn west, then again climb upward. That is clockwise. This is applicable to all the directions. So these are all the normal mistakes, common mistakes we do. But this plays an important role. Always clock and anti-clock plays a vital role in our daily life. This is applicable even you enter from the Simhadwara to bedroom. You should enter in a clockwise direction. Then only you will get the positive energy. Which we have to spend that energy tomorrow for our daily bread and butter. So clockwise is only always important. I'm not saying that is wrong. But we are going in an anti-clock. The difference between clock and anti-clock may be the 10% different, but 10% of one day will slowly get accumulated. After 1 year, that becomes 100%. Think carefully, Venkateshwarlu garu. Clock, anti-clock, always a little confusion. It is not the important which side you are turning, whether it is a east or west or north or south. It is always important how we are going, whether it is a clock or the anti-clock. So normally we do the mistakes while constructing the steps, because once you construct the steps, we cannot change it. It is not easy to demolish. It is a time consuming and expenses also. So while construction itself, please keep it in mind. Clock, anti-clock plays a vital role, not only for the steps, for everything. Vaastu is based on that. It's the right shoulder or the left shoulder. That's all. Shastras told. That is only clock and anti-clock. So steps should be always clockwise. I don't say turning east or north is wrong, but this also you practice it or you observe, you will find the difference. And for east facing road, the steps should be always on the Agneya, not on the northwest corner. I am talking only for the independent house. For the east facing house, steps should be always on the east side only, that too in the Agneya side, that too clockwise. But not on the northwest corner, Vayuvya, because for the east house, if the northwest corner, if you keep the steps, it is an anti-clock. What we discussed about the Simhadwarana, for the east facing house, we should not go from the north. Similarly, for the east facing house, we should not go to the northwest corner steps and go to the first floor. It is an anti-clock. You will not get the good result. But whereas for the north facing house, you can have a steps on the Agneya, east south, because it is a clockwise. So you go into the clockwise to the first floor. Similarly, for Dakshina also, we should have only on the Nairuti. For west facing, you should have only in the Nairuti. So these things are the important points. Yes, sir. Sujit Kumar garu.
Sir, see, so basically, can we sum it up that the starting of the step, when you go up, first of all, we're just going up, the first flight, that should only be towards the west or to the south, not to the north or to the east.
Actually, I missed this point. The landing of the steps always should be either towards the east or towards the north. When you climb down the steps, the last step we should see north or east. When you climb up last step, you should see north or the east, not west and south. This I missed this point. Important.
Yeah.
That means after landing either down or the up, we should see only the east and the north.
Meaning the step should climb, when you say the first step you're taking and climbing up, you will climb up towards the west or
Yes.
up towards the south.
Correct. I missed it, sorry. So that is important. How you turn left or right or not only the east, not the important. Clockwise is important and the landing is always east or the north. Or as he said, while climbing either west or the south we should see. Landing east or north. Correct. So there should not be any rooms or any storerooms or anything under the steps. Already we discussed.
Okay, Subramanian garu.
Yes, sir.
నమస్కారం అండి.
Sir, namaskaram.
దీంట్లో ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఈ సంప్ గురించి వివరణిస్తున్నప్పుడు యాక్చువల్లీ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అ స్క్వేర్ ప్లాట్ అండ్ దేర్ ఈస్ వన్ డయాగ్నల్ టు ఇట్ అండ్ దేర్ ఇస్ అ హౌస్ డయాగ్నల్ ఆల్సో.
Yes,
There are
correct.
two diagonals to the house.
To the house, we have to draw a line.
Yeah.
And that sump or the bore or any pit, water meter pit or any pit, it should not touch that line, either this side or that side.
There are two diagonals, one diagonal to the plot and one diagonal to the house.
Yes. If you can match both, it is always good.
So it should be in between these two diagonals, or it should not be in these two diagonals.
Sir, in between these two diagonals nowadays with the size of our plot, it is not possible, sir. As I said previously, if it is a 2 acre, 3 acre, then between the two diagonal lines, we may get big space.
Yes.
But now where we are getting, sir, maybe feet or not even feet also.
Yeah.
So that is not possible. So if it is not touching both the diagonal lines, it is always good.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. That was a doubt. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Now, keeping or constructing any rooms within the compound wall. See, steps we have constructed, but there should not be any room under the steps that we have seen. But if some people will ask, we want some toilet or we want some storeroom within the compound wall, because they don't want the toilet in the many common toilets. If any outsiders comes, we want some outside. So these toilets, we can have it on the Agneya or on the Vayuya. And some people are telling the toilet should not be on the southwest corner. But we can have it, the toilets on the southwest, that is Nairuti also. There is no problem. Why? Because in olden days, there is no concept of this drainage system. That time, under the toilet, we used to have a pit, and every maybe weekly or a fortnight, they used to come and clean it. That time there was a big pit under the toilet. But nowadays, concept gone. It is only a drainage. So there is no pit under the toilet, only a small pit. So with that, there is no problem. Even in the Nairuti, in the house, as well as within the compound wall, we can have it a toilet on the southwest corner. There is no issue, but some people oppose it. but nothing will happen. Where I am getting fever, sir, after construction of a toilet on the north southwest corner. See, cold, fever, these are all the normal. Construct or don't construct on the southwest corner, we will get it. But we should not get a chronic diseases. Definitely chronic diseases won't come if you construct a toilet on the north southwest corner. If you have any big pit under the toilet in the southwest corner, then there is a problem. Otherwise, normal toilets we can construct in the southwest corner. There is no issue. Even Agneya also we can have it. VYV also we can have it. But only the care what we should take means this is nothing but called as a upagruha. When any house is not touching to the main house, it is called as a upagruha. Previously, upagruha means we construct for any storing of our materials, something. But even toilet is also now considering as a upagruha. The rule for the upagruha is whether it's a toilet or any storage room or any a room for their mates, housemates. The rule is the flooring of the upagruha should not be higher than the main house flooring. This is important. Similarly, the height of the upagruha should not be more than the height of the main house. These are the two important points. We should keep it in mind. The floor should be always lower than the main housing floor. And the height of the upagruha is also lower than the main house. If our main house is at least 10 feet or 11 feet, upagruha should be less than 10 feet. It should not be more than the 10 feet. Similar way, flooring also. Flooring should be always lower than the main house. This is one important point about the upagruhas. Even we can have a kitchen also. Whatever way you use it, but the rule is this. We should not more than the main house of the height and more than the height of the flooring of the main house. It should be always lower only to the main house. This is one important point about the upagruhas. Upagruhas can be anything. It's a toilet or a kitchen or any house for the main security, anything. We can have a kitchen in the Agneya or in the VYV. The first preference will be always on the Agneya, and the second preference is only on the VYV. So kitchen should be only these two sides and no other places are acceptable. Either Isanya or the southwest is not acceptable. Sorry, I didn't get you, madam. Somebody sent a message regarding the kitchen. Yes, sir.
Sir, I was asking that this upagriha, is it any limitation as to where can we have a upagriha extending on the northwest side of the house?
Extending means what?
Means upagriha is separate room that is an outhouse kind of a thing, whether it's a storeroom or a kitchen. Apart from the main house, suppose we are doing a upagriha, can that upagriha be on the northwest side?
Means attaching to the main house.
Yes.
No.
Separate from the main house if the roofs are not connected?
Roofs should be separate and it should not touch the house.
But then we can do it on the northwest also.
Yes, northwest, yeah, Vayuvya, na? Northwest, Vayuvya we can do, Agneya we can do, even Nairuti also we can do. That's what I'm telling. Nairuti, we can have a upagruha other than toilet. This is a normal, our doubt. But even toilets also we can have on the southwest corner, Nairuti. And Vayuvya and Agneya, that is northwest and southeast also we can have it. But what you asked is the extension of the house. If northwest corner, from inside you extend the toilet and have a door from the inside. This is what you are asking.
Right.
ప్రశ్న
Yeah.
నాకు అర్థం
Strictly speaking, no.
అదే
But
నాకు అర్థం
there is
కావట్లేదు.
one possibility.
నేను వినట్లేదు అది.
See, whenever you extend a roof, roof should be
నేను
square
వినట్లేదు అని చెప్పు.
or rectangle. Clear? Similarly, foundation should be square or rectangle. Okay? If you want to extend a toilet in the northwest corner or the southeast corner, no problem, extend. But the end of the toilet wall will be there now. Up to that, you should have a roof also. Entire row. Similarly, foundation also, you should have a full foundation towards the north. So that if you see from the top, your roof is either square or rectangle. And if you see your basement, it is rectangle or the square. Then this is not the extension.
Thank you.
So in this much in detail we have to discuss means it will take time. That's what I am giving only a broad lines. We should not have. No, sir, I want. So do like this. This is correct. We have to.
And the sump, when you said sump is on the northeast, the septic tank, will it be also allowed on the northeast or it has to be on the northwest?
No, septic tank is we can have it on the north side or the east side and not on the northeast. Okay. The preferably it is east side. No,
Septic
sir,
tank.
I don't have a place on the east side means you can have a north side. North side also make the north or the east center. Center you mark it. If your septic tank size is, for example, 5 feet. So 2.5 feet left, 2.5 feet right. So what you do, put 3 feet towards the west if it is a north, and 2 feet you put towards the east. So give more towards the west. 2 feet only to the right side. So even if you divide into 9 parts, sump will be on the exact north only. It will not touch the Vayuya. If it touches Vayuya, again a problem. Okay. Right. So kitchen. So somewhere we stop. Okay, kitchen. So kitchen should be always either on the Agneya or on the Vayuya. So Isanya and the Nairuti is not acceptable. First preference is Agneya, second preference is Vayuya. But both are good. But only thing is we should see only the east while cooking and not on the south side. When it is a northwest corner, you see the west and not on the north side. This is what the method. So when some people they are constructing in the northwest corner, in that northwest corner they are putting a stove on the east wall. That is also acceptable, nothing wrong. But the places are only these two. And Nairuti and Isanya, we should not have a kitchen. East, we should not have. North, we should not have. Some places I have seen west and south also, but actually it is not permissible. Shastra is not acceptable. So only Agneya and the Vayuya is good for the kitchen. In the house, as we discussed, toilets we can have on 3 sides. Not 3 sides, Vayuvya, Paschima, Nairuti, Dakshina, and the Agneya. There is no issues. Only thing is, it should not be nearer to the kitchen. It should not be opposite to the puja room. Puja room should not face the toilet. Or puja room should not be attached to the toilet. Or it is a reverse way. Toilet should not touch the puja room. Puja room should not face the toilet. This is important regarding the puja. Sometimes will have a toilets on the south side or the west side. So people says, sir, south and west, we should have a height now. So they will increase the toilets maybe by 1 feet or 1.5. Because south should be height, no? So if toilet base you are increasing from the normal house ground level, then why you are not increasing the bedroom to that height? Why only toilet? Are you understanding my question, sir? Everyone? Toilet, they are increasing maybe half feet or 1 feet because south should be height or west should be height, so they are increasing. But it is not required. The south side or the west side, the toilets, the flooring level we can have along with the normal flooring level only. No need to increase the height. Nothing will happen. If south or west, in flat I have seen, balconies will come. In the balcony also, they are increasing the height. If the house, in the main house of flooring level is, for example, 0 degrees, they are increasing by 1 degree or 1 inch. Why means, sir, this is south, no, sir? So they said it should be height, so we have increased. Strictly speaking, balconies in the flats, we call it as a compound wall space in the independent house. So how it should be? The compound wall ground level should always be the less than the ground floor of the house. Similar way, in the flat also, any balconies are there on the south or the west side, they should not have more than the ground level. Because outside space should not see the garbha of the main house. This will give you a severe problem. This is also one of the, it looks like a small issue, but actually it is a big problem. Garbha, house garbha, that is the flooring of the main house, it should be always higher than the other sides of the outside the house. That means what yesterday we discussed, now we should enter from the road to compound wall ground level. From compound wall ground level to, we have to climb up to the main house level. That means we should go up, not down. If balcony flooring is maybe half inch or 2 inch less than the main house, it is good. It should not be the height of the main house floor. Similar way, in the toilets also, in the ground floor or the first floor, anywhere in the house, maintain a same level of the house level, or we can have a small 1 inch less also. Otherwise, water will come out. Nothing will happen. If you have a higher only, there will be a problem. Otherwise, you need not keep always a south or west height. Yes, there should be a height or there should be a weight on the north, south or the west side, no doubt. But it does not mean that everything you keep height in the house. This is important. Puja room, you can have it on the east side or the northeast side, or Vayuvya is a Lakshmi Sthana. You can have it a puja room in the Vayuvya house, a Vayuvya room or Vayuvya place of the house also. Only care what we should take is God should face east or the west. God should face either the east or the west, not the north or the south. You keep anywhere God, but he should see east. If he sees east, we will see the west. If he sees west, we see the east. Only thing is, while doing puja, we should not exactly opposite to the God and do the puja. No. You should always turn. If the God is seeing west and you see the east and do puja, but you should turn to the Isanya and do the puja, not exactly opposite to the god. Either you turn north or you turn east. Because why we should keep this east and west only means sun rises and sun sets only east and west. So we should have a god in these directions only. So other than these two, that is south and north, the toilet basins should face north and south. So God should not be on the north and south face. This is what the important about the puja and God. Northwest corner, that is Vayuvya, we can have it. In northeast, water some should be under the ground, means below the ground level. But in Vayuvya, water should be on the above the ground level. It will give you a financial strength. So you have a water some above the ground level in the Vayuvya. But only thing is the weightage concept we should match it. If Vayuvya you are keeping any water some above the ground level, you should have more than that weight either in Agneya or in the Nairitya. That concept we should not forget. But in the Vayuvya side, if water is there above the ground level, your financial position will increase. Please observe this. If you don't want to put any sum in the Vayuvya, at least put one plant, any tulasi or any gulabi plant, daily for the water. It should be wet. Vayuvya should be always wet. It will increase your wealth. So in the Isanya, water level should be on the ground level, below the ground. In Vayuvya, water should be on the above. Agneya, don't put any sums because it is a not good. I think 7:45. So if anybody is having any questions, we can discuss it, sir.
Okay, there are some questions in the chat box.
Okay, I will open, sir.
Most of the chat questions have been answered. I think he was seeing the questions also. But like, for example, please tell about the placement of toilets in the north side. So this has been already answered. Please explain about flooring height inside the house of a North Simhadwara house. It is, I think, special. You can answer.
Yeah, this is one question. Good question. Can any upagruha attach to the compound wall separately? Actually, it is a good question. Even I forgot to tell at the time of the compound wall also. Anything towards the east or the north, compound wall should not touch. There should be a gap. If it is a east facing, when you put the steps in the Agneya, that is Turpa Agneya, so east compound wall steps should not touch. It is not good at all. Even north side also, when we have a steps on the northwest corner, that is Vayuvya, north wall should not touch. There will be a problem. But when it comes to south or the west, yes, you can touch west wall or the south wall. There is no issue. We can have. When you construct a house, east and north should be more space, and the south and the west should be less space. If you keep east side 5 feet space, west side it should be less than the 5 feet, at least 4 or 4.5 or 3, whatever it is. Similar way in the north and south also. But there is no correlation between north and east. No, how much space should be in the north or the east? If north is 5, east also should 5. There is no comparison. How much you want, you keep it in the north side. How much you want, keep it in the east side. But only thing is, if east is 5, keep less than 5 in the west side. North is 5, south should be less than 5 feet. Because the care should be taken in the west side. if west space is more than the east space, Gruha Yajmanuralu become the head of the family. Just, I don't want to tell much, please understand. He is a Yajmanuralu, but Yajmanuralu will be the head of the family. This I have seen 9 out of 10 cases. Nothing is there, everything is good. But west space is 9, east space is 3. I have seen this type of problem. Otherwise, everything is children's grown up, they educated well, doing good job. But what is the problem? Because afterwards I analyzed south is the Lord of Saturn, is a Karaka for longevity. It is clearly observed there. 9 out of 10 I have seen. So west should be less than the east space. If east is 5, keep only less than 5 in the west side. Similar way, if south and west, there will be accidents like this type of problems will be there. So this is one thing. So, madam, I don't know, madam, Naveen Kumar Garu. So, in the east or north side, compound wall should not be touched to the either Upagruha or to the anything, steps against. But south and west, we can touch it.
So
Question.
Just a minute.
Sorry.
There's a question. Can we have place for puja in kitchen?
Yes, sir. See, if it is nowadays because of the space constraint in the Agneya, we will have a kitchen, and in the kitchen room, in the Isanya, we can have a puja. Okay.
I think most of the questions in the chat box are answered. If anything is missed, you can raise your hand and ask. Okay, now Rajan.
Tejamurti Garu.
So, question. If it is a west-facing house, right? I have seen many of the houses on the west face. They construct the steps on the west side because there is an entrance of the house. So they construct the steps on the west side. So if the east should be more, the space on the east is more than the west, then if you are constructing the steps on the west side, the space obviously will be more because the steps should be broader, right? Then the east side would be compromised in that case. So how does it work out then? Steps should be on the east side or west side?
Can you explain it again, sir?
Okay. The question is west-facing house. All right. So the steps, if we construct the steps to the terrace on the west side, then the steps should be broader, right? In such scenario, the east side, which is the back of that house, would be compromised. The space will be compromised. For an example,
space will be less than the west side.
Exactly. So in such case, wouldn't this be violating and what you are saying that as east space should be more than the west space? How does it work out then? Then steps where should we construct?
It is violation only, sir. So
Yeah.
you have to leave the space accordingly on the east side.
So steps should be constructed on the east side in that case, back of the house.
Again, one problem is there. Because you should not enter the house from the back side.
No, it's not back, it's not entrance. Typically, it's on the terrace. Obviously, if you construct a
That is
first
what,
floor,
sir.
then it is a different
That
story.
is what, sir. If it is a west facing, you should not go from the east. Though it is a Turpi Isanya entrance, we should not go from the Turpi Isanya. Similar way, it is a west facing, so you should not go from the back and take steps and enter into the house.
Then how does it possible? Then in such
That
case?
is what the problem. This is what the problem. So why problems are there means because of this.
Then what is the remedy?
Because of this. That is what, sir. See, ultimate remedy is Vishnu Sahasranama.
Oh, okay.
What normally people say is if it is a east, put the east sun yantra. If it is a west, put the Saturn yantra Indra house. It may work to some extent, but not 100%. But the Vishnu Sahasranama is the ultimate.
Perfect. Thanks.
Till you chant or till you listen, it will suppress the problems.
Thank you.
And I have seen this. Yes, sir. Next.
Kalyan. Quickly, please.
Sir, I unmuted myself.
Correct.
Actually, what you said, sir, the west side, when we are keeping the steps Okay. Those steps can be touched into the wall of the boundaries of the house.
Yes.
And second thing was that if any problem was there in house, okay, like as any financials or any people or any diseases and all those things, what yantra we need to be keep in the houses? People are saying that if you keep the Marsa yantra somewhere in the northeast corner, that would be a great help for your surviving for the world.
Sir, I kept Matsyantra in my house. Okay.
Sir.
While when
And
I constructed, it means I will live for 150 years.
no.
Other, or I don't get any disease, or I don't get any fever or cough and cold.
Not I think people are why because when I constructed my house, the people are saying that like as Pandit's also saying that if you keep the some Matsyantra in the north wall or somewhere else, you'll get if any problem is there in your house or any Vastu doshas are there in your house, that will be remedy. Okay. They are saying like that, whether how much it is, why? Because I'm not put it the same thing itself, even though what they suggested, I'm not keeping that. Is that required to keep any Vastu doshas there in that house to remediate?
That's what
the
I'm telling, sir.
Vastu
If it is a east side, keep the Sun Yantra. If it is a west, Saturn Yantra. If it is a north, keep the Buddha Yantra. South is Kuja Yantra. And corners accordingly. It will reduce the intensity and not the 100% it will remove. Definitely it will reduce the intensity.
It means that we need to keep that is in the wall or in the pillar side.
Frame it and keep it on the wall.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Because
keeping on the wall will not solve. Every day you have to see it.
Yeah, we need to be puja also.
Yes. That is important. See, in astrology also, what normally says is, okay, your bad desa is going to come, so do some homa for 20 days or 40 days, bring 4 or 5 pujaris and give 40,000 and do puja, means it will not solve, sir. When your desa or vidya antara is not good, that period, whether it is a 5 years or 10 years, you have to be close to the respective adipati. If you are running a Ketu Desa and Ketu Desa is not good, the Ketu Adipati is Lord Vigneshwara. Every day you should be in touch with Lord Vigneshwara in any form. Either you go regularly to temple or regularly you chant mantra. Mantra means, okay, morning 10 times or 20 times or 108 times I chanted, then today is over. No. Even while talking to me also you can chant. While driving also you can chant. You are inside, not outside. You chant only inside. While doing any work in the office also you can chant. That is the way you should be. Not okay, aaj kar diya, okay, ho gaya. No.
Every day we need to do.
Similar way, this is also. Keeping the yantra will not solve the problem. Daily you put the salute daily.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Next,
okay,
sir.
Quickly, there are some more people. Sajan Garu, quickly, please.
Sir, this is flooring height. Actually, Simadhar house, bedrooms will be west side. Sir, are you listening to me?
Mali Japan, sir. Yes, please tell again.
North Simadhara unde indlaku west side bedroom untayi sir. Ee hall loki bedroom height ki flooring height emana change untada?
Em kavali? West side bedroom?
Flooring height.
Flooring height normal, sir. Only thing is slope you follow. From north, from Nairuti, that is southwest to Easanya, keep the slope. From west to Easanya, keep the slope. If you want to put the Easanya as a 0, okay, put the Vayuvya height 1 inch height. From Vayuvya to Agneya 2 inch height. From Agneya to Nairuti 3 inch height.
Actually, bedrooms of 3-4 millimeters down. Any problem?
Equal undali and slope maintain. There should not be any steps up or steps down. Flooring should not be step or down. It should be equal and maintain the slope. Slope maintain.
Nowadays, complete zero level. Only 0 level flooring.
Easanya 0. Easanya 0.
Sir.
Easanya should be 0. From there, Vayuvya is 1 height, Agneya is 2 height, and Nairuti is 3. సో ఆగ్నేయం కంటే నైరుతి పల్లంగా ఉండాలి. సారీ, వాయువ్యం పల్లంగా ఉండాలి. వాయువ్యం కంటే ఈశాన్యం పల్లంగా ఉండాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ హైట్ షుడ్ బి నైరుతి, దట్ ఈస్ 3, ఆగ్నేయ 2, వాయువ్య 1, ఈశాన్య 0.
Okay.
దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ ద స్లో. సో దట్ మీరు నైరుతిలో వాటర్ కనుక పోస్తే some goes to Agneya, some goes to Vayuvya, and again from there it comes to Nairuti, Isha. From there it should go up.
Dr. Sharda Garu, you can unmute and talk.
One.
Be a bit fast.
Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram, madam.
If at all we need to construct toilets in the north side, please give me the placement of it, sir.
If it is unavoidable, make the north as a center. Identify the center of the north. From there, move towards the west.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Don't go towards the east.
Okay.
Doubt clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Lepakshi.
It is the corner side, sir.
Which corner, madam?
The corner, road corner side it is, and they have extended the balcony because it is a corner site in the south side.
So south side you have a balcony, correct?
Yeah, in the northeast also, in the east side also they have kept one balcony, and in the south also they have extended a balcony.
Okay. So this is your doubt, na?
Yes, sir.
When it comes to balconies, we can have a balcony only on the north side or only on the east side.
Okay.
When these two sides balcony are there, we need not have a balcony on the south side or the west side. If you have a balcony on the north side, you need not have a balcony on the south side. Similarly, if you have a balcony on the east side, we need not have a balcony on the west side. But if you have a balcony on the south side, you must have a balcony on the north side.
Yeah, that is in the northeast corner we have a balcony, sir.
Similarly, if you have a balcony on the west side, you should have a balcony on the east side.
Okay, in the east it is there, and if it is there in the south also, is it okay, sir?
So you should have a balcony on the north also.
North, we have got in the northeast corner.
Okay, to some extent it is okay.
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 Because it is a corner side, they've extended the balcony from the site.
Understood.
Is it any problem, sir?
Slide will be there, but anyhow you have on the northeast corner, na?
Yes, sir.
It will compensate to some extent. No issue.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Next.
Mahalakshmi Garu, unmute and talk. Make it bit fast.
నమస్కారం గురుగారు.
నమస్కారం మేడం.
అపార్ట్మెంట్స్ వచ్చేసరికి అంటే మామూలుగా మన వంట ఆగ్నేయంలో ఉంటుంది కదండి. మనకి అపార్ట్మెంట్స్ వచ్చేసరికి మన వంటగదికి ఆనుకుండే మళ్ళీ వాష్ ఏరియా ఇస్తున్నారు. సో మనకి ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ వంట అంటే అగ్ని ఇది మళ్ళీ అక్కడ వాష్ ఏరియా వచ్చేసరికి మనం పనులు అన్ని కూడా అక్కడ చేసుకుంటున్నాం కదా, అంటే నీళ్లు వాడుకోం కానీ అది ఎట్లా అండి? అదంటే
వాష్ ఏరియా ప్రాబ్లం లేదండి, టాయిలెట్ ప్రాబ్లం. ఆగ్నేయంలో నీళ్లు ఉండకూడదు, ఎందుకంటే అగ్ని నీరు శత్రువు కాబట్టి ఉండకూడదు అంటారు. బట్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ఫిక్స్డ్, మీకు ఆగ్నేయంలో వాటర్ సంప్ ఉంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ ఫిక్స్డ్. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ ట్యాప్ ఆన్ ద అబౌవ్ ద గ్రౌండ్ ఫ్లోర్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ డైనమిక్, ఇట్ మూవ్స్ ఎవ్రీ డే. సో మీరు వాడుకున్నంత సేపు వాడుకుంటారు, తర్వాత క్లీన్ అయిపోతుంది, దెన్ ఇట్ బికమ్స్ డ్రై ఆఫ్టర్ 10 or 11 AM. But sample ఉండకూడదు. So wash area in the Agneya attached to the toilet is no problem at all. The only thing is ఒకసారి వేసేసిన తర్వాత క్లీన్ ఇట్, అంతేగాని పొద్దు నుంచి సాయంకాలం దాకా అట్లా పెట్టకండి.
ఓకే. ఇంకొక ప్రశ్న, ఇప్పుడు మనకి పూజ గది వంటగదిలో పెట్టుకున్నప్పుడు జనరల్ గా ఇప్పుడు నాన్ వెజిటేరియన్స్ అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుంది ఎట్లాగా?
నాన్ వెజిటేరియన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్ క్లీన్లీనెస్ మేడం. This problem is there everywhere. So kitchen We can have it in the kitchen, I mean, puja room. The only thing is you have to maintain the distance. That's all while cooking.
Okay. Thank you. Dhanyawad.
Kaira Rameshwara garu, unmute and talk, please.
సార్ నమస్కారం సార్.
Namaskar.
నేను కట్టుకున్న సైట్ వెస్ట్ ఫేసింగ్ సార్. వెస్ట్ ఫేసింగ్ 45/25. ఈస్ట్ సైడ్ ఎక్కువ స్థలం వదిలిపెట్టి వెస్ట్ సైడ్ తక్కువ వదిలిపెట్టాము. కానీ మా కాంపౌండ్ వాళ్ళు స్టేర్ కేస్ నార్త్ వెస్ట్ సైడ్ లో టచ్ అవుతూ కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం సార్. ఇక వేరే మార్గం లేక.
మీది ఏ ఫేస్ అండి?
వెస్ట్ ఫేసింగ్ సార్.
వెస్ట్ ఫేసింగ్ ఇంటికి నార్త్ వెస్ట్ లో మెట్లు ఎట్లా వేసారు? అంటే మెట్ల కింద నుంచి వెళ్తారా మీరు?
మెట్ల కింద నుంచి వెళ్ళాం సార్. ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ కు డైరెక్ట్ వెళ్ళిపోతాము. గ్రౌండ్ ఫ్లోర్ కు ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ కు మెట్లు ఎక్కి వెళ్ళిపోతాం సార్.
ఆ మెట్లు ఎక్కడ వేసారు? నైరుతిలో వేసారా, వాయువ్యంలో వేసారా?
సార్ నైరుతిలో వేసాం సార్. నైరుతిలో, సారీ వాయువ్యం కాదు.
అదేంటి వాయువ్యంలో ఎట్లా వేస్తారు? పశ్చిమ ఇంటికి మెట్ల కింద నుంచి
నైరుతిలోనే వేసాం సార్. కానీ కాంపౌండ్ వరకు టచ్ చేస్తూ వేసాం.
నో ప్రాబ్లం సార్. వెస్ట్ సైడ్ కాబట్టి టచ్ అవ్వచ్చు. నో ఇష్యూ.
తర్వాత సమ్స్ 2 ఈస్ట్ సైడ్ లో ఉన్నాయి.
ఓకే.
ఒక ఉపగృహం ఉంది, ఒక చిన్న బాత్రూము. ఆగ్నేయములన అది కాదు, అది వచ్చేసి సౌత్ వెస్ట్ కు. సౌత్ వెస్ట్ లో ఒక ఉపగృహం ఉంది సార్, వితౌట్ టచింగ్ కాంపౌండ్ వాళ్ళు. దాని పక్కనే ఒక మామిడి చెట్టు ఉంది. ఏమైనా సమస్యలు ఉంటాయా సార్?
సార్ సౌత్ వెస్ట్ లో ఉపగృహం ఉండే అవకాశం ఎట్లా ఉంది మీరు మెట్లు వేసిన తర్వాత?
సౌత్ వెస్ట్ కాదు సార్, సారీ సార్. మాకు నార్త్ వెస్ట్ లోనే వెస్ట్ నార్త్, వెస్ట్ సౌత్ సార్. సౌత్ వెస్ట్ లో నార్త్ ఇది వేసాం సార్. ఏది మెట్లు వేసాము. నార్త్ వెస్ట్ లో ఉపగృహం ఉంది.
నార్త్ వెస్ట్ ఉపగృహం ఎట్లా వేస్తారు మరి? కాంపౌండ్ వాళ్ళకి ఎదురుగుండా అవుతుందా? మీరు ఎట్లా వేస్తారా? దాటుకుని వెళ్తారా?
లేదు, కాంపౌండర్ కొనలో వేసాం సార్. లాస్ట్ కొనలో వేసాం.
ఓకే, వేశారు.
అక్కడ పక్కనే ఒక మామిడి చెట్టు కూడా వేసాము. అది బాగా పెద్ద.
నో ప్రాబ్లం. వెస్ట్ కాబట్టి ఇబ్బంది లేదు. వెస్ట్ ఉందా, నార్త్ ఉందా?
అది మామిడి చెట్టు ఈస్ట్ ఉంటుంది సార్. ఈస్ట్ సైడ్ లో ఉంటుంది.
లిటిల్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ సార్.
ఓకే, సెపరేట్లీ we will ask.
సెపరేట్ గా పంపించండి సార్. మీరు వాళ్ళకి పంపిస్తే మేనేజ్మెంట్ కి దే విల్ ఫార్వర్డ్ టు మీ.
ఓకే సార్, తప్పకుండా.
Next sir, I think.
Thank you.
Last question by Bappa Bhattacharya ji. Be short and ask your question.
Once again, I'm asking one thing. For example, we are seeing that in our house, particularly I'm talking my personal example, that will be better. Because I have a flat in west-north facing and balcony is north, and I'm moving towards west from the entry gate of flat, and then right side, everything, and straight is kitchen. So under this situation, we are seeing there are feng shui items, there are something items, because we do not know about Vaastu. Under these circumstances, what we can do, whatever anti-Vaastu is there, will be resolved. Is there any shortcut or any single item which we can use?
Okay, from north you are going west. By chance you have any way towards the east? Instead of going west, you have any space towards the west, east?
No, because flat there is no chance. No. If you enter in the flat, you have to move right side.
See, besides your flat, right to your flat, any flat is there, or your flat is lost?
No, any flat, one flat is there, because there is a one says east south and this another is south northwest.
I will tell you one thing. So what you do? So to your right side, one more flat is there, correct?
No, right side, my room is there. Because I am entering from in my flat. I am not talking about my apartment. I am not talking about my apartment. I am talking about my flat only, because I am living in the flat.
That's what, sir. I am talking about your flat only. Your flat is a north-facing flat?
Northwest-facing flat.
Correct, sir. Northwest flat, but where is your Simhadwara? North only, na?
It is towards north.
Yes. From north, while going out, how you go? Whether you are going left or right?
Straight to left.
Straight to lift. Means
Hmm.
lift is opposite to your house.
Right side and left side, both side.
That's what. When you have a lift in the right side and the left side, you go towards the right. It is a Uchasthana, na?
Okay, that I go, but when I'm entering the room of my flat, because
Huh?
my Vaastu is basically surrounding my flat,
Uh-huh.
and my living matter also towards inside my flat. So
Correct.
regarding flat situation of flat, nothing is my control, and nothing I can change. Under this situation, what is the remedy to make every anti-Vastu favorable?
That's what, sir. When you enter into your house from the main door, you go. That means your entire house is to your right side, correct?
Yes.
Then you go. You normally enter into the right side, which is an anti-clock, correct?
Okay.
Then what you do is first 5-6 steps you go straight from your Simhadwar. First 5-6 steps you go straight instead of going right. First you go straight 5-6 steps.
Towards,
then you take right.
towards
Because
kitchen.
whether you enter into your house or you go out of your house, the thing is first 4-5-6 steps where you go is very important. That is why even if it's a Turpu Simhadwara gate, Turpu gate for any independent house, if you have a main road on the south side, first you put 4-5 steps towards the east, then you turn right. It will resolve your problem. Similar way, when you enter into your, see outside it is very good because you have a right side lift. It is good. You are going in a Uchasthana. But when entering also, first you put 4-5 steps straight, then take right or wherever you go into your house.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That will solve your problem. That is why I said put any sofa or anything article, you will not enter directly right side. You go definitely as a straight line.
Thank
Okay?
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We have.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Yeah, it is a pleasure
Definitely.
for all of us to interact with you once more.
Thank you, sir.
And we look forward for some more lectures from you.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Like next level and next level.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir. And now we will chant Prarthana. Before that, I want to announce that tomorrow morning there is one webinar which is part of this course also as part of syllabus, that is Ayurvedam. Tomorrow is the 4th of November. It's 6:30, same time. All of you need to attend that and then participate. And in the evening, there is another lecture at 4 o'clock. That is a very important lecture. And then on Sunday again, afternoon, there is normal. Saturday and Sunday is normal, but tomorrow is morning is a special.
Saturday.
Sorry?
No, sir. Got it.
Tomorrow is Saturday morning.
Got it.
Yeah. Now, let us request Bhujanga Saina Garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Thank you. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Swasti Prajapyah Paripalayantam. Nyayena Margena Mahisaha. Go Brahmanepyah Subhamastu Nityam. Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Kale Varshad Pajanyah. Prudhivi Sasyashalini. Desoyam Kshobarahito. Brahmanas Santu Nidbhayaha. Aputraha Putrinas Santu. Putrinas Santu Putrinaha. Adhanas Sadhanas Santu. Jibant Saradam Satam. Satyam Vada. Dharmam Chara. Sadhyayanma Pramadaha. Sarve Bhavantu Sukinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु। स्वस्ति।
ధన్యవాదములండి భుజంగ శ్రేణి గారు.
Thank you.
Okay, now let us go for national anthem. Challa Chikbabu garu.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय हिंद।
जय हिंद.
जय हिंद.
ఓకే, ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.